Good morning, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. It is Monday, June 17th. What's going on today? Birthdays? No birthdays. Weather? You don't want to know. For those of you that are used to the heat, we are not. And those of you that like the heat, come get it. Come get it. Right now it's 81, feels like 83. It's supposed to be a high of 92 today and going only down to 71 tonight. Yeah, that's how this whole week is. We also have a heat advisory. Let's see if it changed. Remains in effect from noon today to 8 p.m. Thursday. So that is what it said yesterday. So yeah, it starts at noon today until 8 p.m. Thursday. And I have to go out in it tomorrow. I do have to go get some groceries today. I told Scott I am not cooking. We're getting stuff to make sandwiches. I'm going to get luncheon meat, some tuna fish, some crab meat so I can make crab salad. And I will make a macaroni salad. So sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Winds west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Humidity 49%, which I know it's going to get up worse than that because that's why we have a heat advisory. Sunset 8:53 p.m. Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be the hottest day. And now I have to go take my mom to get an MRI. And so she's like half an hour away from me. And then I got to go another half an hour. No. Just no. Okay, National Day today. National Mascot Day. Okay, so the school's mascot here, where my kids go to school, is a gopher. Yep, it's a gopher. Daily Wisdom Quotes. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. By Stephen Covey. And today's word of the day. Yeah, I'm not even going to try pronouncing this. Word of the day. Word of the day. And today's word is Cafe Latch.
Cafe Clutch.
Cafe Clutch. Noun 1. An informal social gathering at which coffee is served. Or 2. Talking or gossip at an informal gathering where coffee is served. Okay. That's good. So, what I do all weekend? Nothing but read. That's right. That's all I did all weekend. I did do dishes on Saturday, but I did not yesterday. And I did do laundry yesterday. I have to fold it today. So Saturday, I finished Finding Mr. Right. And I did make a Saturday morning video to tell you what I read on Friday. So, Finding Mr. Right is by Kelly Armstrong. It is a rom-com, and I believe it's her first rom-com. Let me tell you what. I think it was the best rom-com I have read. Some of them, the characters piss me off so much. The women in it act like they're teenagers. This was not like that. This was different. I really liked it. And I will tell you more about it. Then I started and finished. And all of these reviews are up on Goodreads, my TikTok, and my blog. Some won't be on my blog for a few more days. It depended on when they get published. Okay, then I started and finished Filthy Rich Fae by Geneva Lee. Yes, it's got fays in it. And then yesterday it was a chunky book, so I started and finished only one book yesterday. But that's okay. Then I'll show you what I'm starting next. Fate Inked in Blood. Danielle L. Jensen. Okay. So, Saturday, finished Finding Mr. Right. Let me read to you what it's about. Book calendar, Saturday. Finding Mr. Right. I gave this 5 stars. Number 1 New York Times best-selling author Kelly Armstrong delivers a fun romantic comedy about a woman writing under a male pseudonym and the man she hires to play the role in public. Daphne McFadden already knows that as a female author, the cards are stacked against her. Now she knows just how much because her sudden whim to pose as an outdoorsy hunk of masculinity male author for her new book just resulted in the unthinkable. A bidding war, a huge book deal, and the kind of fame every author dreams of. Now she's in big trouble because she needs to convince the world that Zane Remington actually exists. But how? By hiring an actor, of course. Only Chris Stanton is not an actor, not officially. He's used to balancing the books, not pretending he wrote one. Still, he's mostly certain he composed as some overly macho bro author. But when the media descend on Daphne's gorgeous remote home in the Yukon, it's not enough for Chris to just be the face of Zane Remington. He'll have to become him. All while hilariously balancing the terrifying danger of the wilderness, a massive femme fandom, and a serious crush on Daphne. But as the hype circus gets more out of control, it's just a matter of time before someone discovers the little white lie. Oh my gosh, so Daphne wrote this book, and her other books don't get picked up, so she decides she's going to slap a man's name on it as the author. And her best friend is a lawyer, so her best friend knows all the loopholes, how to get through this to make it as a brand, so when people find out, or her publisher finds out, she won't get into trouble. So she tells her about this actor named Chris, and Chris is not an actor. He is an accountant, but he's going to play the role of this Zane Remington. It's hilarious. I laughed so much in this book. Just before they meet in person was funny, and then the banter through text messaging before they actually get together to start promoting the book, hilarious. You know that, and they both had crushes on each other. I enjoyed this. It was so cute, and I've read quite a few Kelly Armstrong. They're always paranormal. I've never read anything like this from her. So, yeah, I will have that down below for where you can get that. And my Amazon links, I'm an Amazon affiliate. So then I started and finished on Saturday. Filthy Rich Fae. I gave this 4 stars. This is by Geneva Lee. You made a bargain, your soul for his, and now you are mine. Kate Holloway knows the unspoken rule of New Orleans. Avoid the powerful Gage crime family at all costs. Of course, that was before her brother got caught in their chaos. Now Kate has no choice but to confront the dark and forbidden prince of New Orleans himself and beg for her brother's life. But Lachlan Gage is as lethal as he is beautiful, and the only currency he's interested in is her soul, because Lachlan isn't just some ruthless criminal, he's Fae, and he has his own secret reasons for binding her to him. Tricked and desperate, Kate is torn between humanity and the breathtaking otherworld, a place filled with shadows and secrets, with members of each Fae court plotting against her just as her captor's motives for trapping her become more mysterious. And if she can't break this sinister bargain in the next 30 days, she'll be bound to the inscrutable yet infuriatingly tempting Fae prince and his deadly world forever. Oh my gosh, you guys. I enjoyed this a lot. So she is a nurse and she's in the trauma unit, and her brother comes in with a gunshot wound. And so he tells her what happened, and she goes to go find Lachlan Gage. He owns New Orleans. He owns the hospital. His name is the hospital. He has the cops in his pocket. It's kind of something you would think would happen in New Orleans as well. And I don't know if it's New Orleans and New Orleans. I think it's New Orleans. Oh, yeah. So she goes to this hotel. It's like 5-star, more than 5-star, and she wants to see him. So there's a bodyguard outside, and she tells him she wants to see him, and he said, "What for?" She goes, "It's personal." So he takes her in this elevator, and it goes down, down, and down. Yeah, there's this other world, and he has her wear a necklace. She can only go up in New Orleans only at certain times of the day. But then she finds out he's Fae, and there's other Fae. And yes, he says there is other, there's vampires and werewolves and that, but they're Fae. And he is the prince of this world. They're all over the place. Yeah. I liked it. I loved his sister. Oh my gosh, he has 2 sisters. One is a cold bitch. The other one I absolutely love. And they go to this ball, and there's going to be all kinds of orgies and stuff going on, and there's food like you would have believed. And she's eating the food, and the sister says, "Food here, you don't get full. You don't really get hungry either, but you don't get full." You don't get full? It's just for nutrients. Yeah. Okay, send me there. I don't know. It was really good. I enjoyed it very much. 4 stars. And then yesterday, I started and finished, and it took me all day. It did. It took me all day. And it was A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. Usually when you get the book, their sprayed edges are blue, but this one isn't. I really liked this. It is a fantasy. Let me read it to you. Well, actually, I can read it from here too. So, a fate inked in blood. So, New York Times bestseller. A shield maiden blessed by the gods battles to unite a nation under a power-hungry king, while fighting her growing desire for his fiery son, in the first book of a Norse-inspired fantasy romance duology from the author of the Bridge Kingdom series. The must-read fantasy of 2024, says Jennifer L. Armentrout. In an unwanted marriage, Freya spends her days gutting fish, but dreams of becoming a warrior and of putting an axe in her boorish husband's back. Freya's dreams abruptly become reality when her husband betrays her to the region's Jarl, landing her in a fight to the death against his son Bjorn. To survive, Freya is forced to reveal her deepest secret. She possesses a drop of a goddess's blood, which makes her a shield maiden with magic capable of repelling any attack. And it's been foretold that such magic will unite the fractured nation of Skaland beneath the one who controls the shield maiden's fate. Believing he's destined to rule Skaland as king, the fanatical Jarl binds Freya with a blood oath and orders Bjorn to protect her from their enemies. Desperate to prove her strength, Freya must train to fight and learn to control her magic, all while facing perilous tests set by the gods. The greatest test of all, however, may be resisting her forbidden attraction to Bjorn. If Freya succumbs to her lust for the charming and fierce warrior, she risks not only her own destiny, but the fate of all the people she has sworn to protect. I gave this 4 stars, and it did say there that it's a duology, so it's not going to be a big series, so there's another book. I don't know when that comes out. I don't know. It seems like I looked, and I should see if Target has it. Where am I going? Fantastic Fiction. Danielle Jensen. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. That one. So, I don't know. There isn't one showing. The next book that comes out in October is the 4th book of her Dark Shores series. So Unfaded, this is the Unfaded duology, and she's got 3 other series. The other ones have 4 books, but she said this is a duology. Yeah, I liked it. Oh my gosh, I got hooked right away because her first husband is a total dick, and she knows what she can take in that so that she can't get pregnant. Yeah, it's really good. She does not know she has this goddess's blood. She has no idea. She doesn't find out till a little later on. But the gods in this and all of that stuff, that it wasn't confusing. Usually a lot of that stuff is confusing for me, but this wasn't. But yeah, the book is really nice, and if you can get the sprayed edges, you know how many books now are coming out with the pretty sprayed edges, and people are showing them out on their bookcases like this, so you don't see the cover. I mean, I would if I already read the book, I would. But yeah, I'm so glad I read this. This was for the Batavia Book Club. This was June's book, and it was so good. And Jorn, yeah, he's my new book boyfriend. Yeah, yep, I liked him. So what am I reading next? The Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Yep, I have most of them, not all of them. What am I missing? I'm missing, and I probably can't get them in the covers that I have because I think I already looked at that. Sarah, J. Maas. So the Throne of Glass has 7 books and a novella, and they say to read the novella first. So the novella has 4 books into one. So this has 4 books into one. This is The Assassin's Blade. And they say to read this first, so I will. There's how many pages? Over 400. Yeah. Over 400. So 439 pages. There, like I said, there's 7 books and then this, so 8 books altogether. And I own them all, but I believe I don't own the last 2, which is Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash. And I don't know what this Embers of Memory is. Embers of Memory. Oh, it's a game. Okay. So, yeah. And these you can all listen to on YouTube, because I wanted to get these through the library, through Libby. Yeah, forget it. It's a month, and so I put myself down for them, and 2 of the books came in before the first 2, and no, I'm not reading out of order, so they are on YouTube. I'm going to listen to them on YouTube, and I don't know if I'll get them all done before the next readathon, but I will try. I'm going to try. So that is it for today. Just a bunch of book stuff. And, yeah, I got to take that with me. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Today I will be in Craft and Clean Zoom and stitching on Astrology Cat. I may go into a cross stitch Zoom tonight. Otherwise I might just, I'm probably going to watch TV because I got to watch, I think, Thursdays and Fridays General Hospital. So I'll probably do that tonight, and then I think I'll start this. Yeah. But Scott has a doctor's appointment in half an hour. He did go to work, and then he's going to the doctor's, and he has my car. I need to go get food. So he said something about us going after his doctor's appointment. And then he says he has to go to the res. Whatever. Go to the res tomorrow. That's what I say. Anyways, that is it for today. I hope you guys all have a great week. And if you are as hot as it is here, please stay safe and cool and don't get dehydrated. Love you guys. Bye-bye.